Magnum fans, Anthony Douglas here with my guest at this time, JC Slater. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure's all mine. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. JC, at times it seems like you and Shelly Kapowski are inseparable. But when I set up this interview, you said you didn't want her involved. Why is that?
I don't want her to be here right now in harm's way because I don't know where Michael Monsoon is. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him since the last show. So right now, Javiecito's with her back at the house, and she's safe. So that's that.
Well, let's go way back. You've known Michael Monsoon your entire life. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up with Michael Monsoon in your life?
Sure. Basically, I've known him, like you said, since I was like 6 years old. My family that I grew up with, kind of like we split up, it broken family, you know how that stuff goes. Yeah. But he was kind of that guy on the side that kind of came in and he brought me under his wing. He helped me with all the important stuff in my life, driving, homework, believe it or not, talking to girls, and I mean, it's Michael Monsoon, right? I mean, he doesn't even talk to any girls now, but at the time, he helped me just become a man, basically, so that's how I know him.
When the time finally came to it, Michael Monsoon called you up to Magnum Pro to join the Church of Yokozuna. Mm-hmm. What would you say Michael Monsoon's end goal was bringing you into the Church of Yokozuna?
Well, his end goal was obviously to use me for my muscle and to use me as a hired gun to do all the work, and then he would slip in at the end and get the 1, 2, 3, and then he would take all the credit for the win. And if it didn't go his way, obviously he's going to look to others to blame, i.e. me, Javiecito, Shelly. I mean, David Clark's no longer in the group. No one knows why. I mean, he must have known what Michael Monsoon was all about in the end. So he was basically trying to take over Magnum, use me to get to the top and become, the Magnum heavyweight champion, but also have tag team goal as well and just completely take over Magnum for insane ways or reasons that who knows.
Well, let's elaborate on that. As things progressed along, we can say things went less than stellar for the Church of Yokozuna. Michael goes on record to say that Javiecito, Shelly Kapowski, and he even says that you are the reason the church crumbled. Your reaction to that?
Like everything else that he says, it's a fallacy. That's false information. What's he doing there? He's blaming me, for his own incapabilities. I thought we were rolling good. We had good size, we had good teamwork going, but at the end, towards the end of every matches, he would get tired and gassed out, and then he would try to, resort to cheating to get our victories that way. We lost to Super Pop, they're rolling right now, and we lost to Guns and Beer. We were up 2-1 in a handicap tag match, and somehow they beat us. Why? Because of a missed call on Michael Monsoon. That's all that was. A selfish missed call.
Well, usually, as you know, these sit-down interviews are done by my colleague, Jack Lubash. And as we both know, he's still recovering from the...
Yeah, how's he doing? I heard it wasn't good after he got that.
I haven't really spoke to him since then. Hopefully, he's doing all right. I want to wish him the best of luck in the speedy recovery.
Yeah, Jack, if you're out there, I partially take the blame for that. I'm sorry, man. I should have been able to stop Monsoon, but he was just like a different human being that night. I don't know if he was human or if he was just a machine, because there was no way I was going to stop him on that night or anybody else. So I apologize, but March 21st, I'm going to kick his ass.
The Church of Yokozuna is no more. You even ripped off your shirt in the middle of that ring and declared that the Church of Yokozuna is dead. It was an emotional moment for you, for the fans. I know I felt the emotion on commentary. Now, before you were able to finish your thoughts, gorgeous Alex Gretzky came out and interrupted your moment. Now the cameras are rolling, the mic is on. I want to know, the locker room wants to know, everybody wants to know, what was on your mind that night?
Everybody wants to know, everybody wants to know, that's all I hear. Well, I got a question for you. Everybody wants to know what you would do if you were me out there with Michael Monsoon. Answer that, what would you do?
No.
You would back out of it just like I did. Because no longer are me and Shelly going to drink the Kool-Aid of Church of Yokozuna. And no longer are we going to be brainwashed, sit around and be brainwashed by Michael Monsoon and his evil ways. We're done with it. And Michael Monsoon, come March 21st, Magnum Mania, it's going to be me and Javiecito versus you and gorgeous Alex Gretzky. and I'm gonna help you out with that vow of silence. You're gonna come down and I'm gonna kick your teeth down your throat.
Come on, don't use that language.
Hey man, you told me to shoot. I'm gonna shoot and tell you like it is. I got a phone call. I think Shelly's calling me. Thanks for the interview.